Take a look at what you're wearing. Whether it's your school uniform, casual everyday wear, formal wear or pyjamas, someone designed and made that so you wouldn't have to do it yourself. But if designing and making clothes sounds like your thing, being a fashion designer could be the career for you. And today, I'm going to find out all about it. Fashion designers create original designs for clothing, shoes and accessories, and also adapt fashions to suit local conditions and trends. They draw designs and patterns, as well as measure, cut and sew materials together to create their innovative ideas. And today I'm catching up with Steph Ordino, who actually owns her own label.
Hi Rebecca, how are you?
Yeah, good. I've got some questions on what it's like to be a fashion designer.
Yeah, of course, come through.
So I've just been having a look around. Did you make all these clothes yourself?
Yeah, I did. I make all my samples myself, and then going into production, I outsource to my factory overseas.
And what made you decide to get into fashion design?
I started making my own clothes when I was about 16, and since then everyone's been asking me, where'd you get that from? And it started from draping pieces and pinning and sewing, so it wasn't very technical back then, but yeah, that's where it all started.
Walk me through a typical day. What do you get up to?
I do a lot of paperwork in the morning, like follow up on emails, social media, a lot of marketing. Then I also have appointments with made-to-measure clients, so they come in for their ball gown or bridesmaids dresses, so it's very exciting for them as well.
What would you say the hardest part is about being a fashion designer?
The hardest part would be the minimal sleep that I get. So yeah, it's a very hard industry, and having to work to a deadline, like you can't change that. So it's literally working around the clock until it's finished.
And what's the most rewarding part?
The most rewarding is seeing my customers in their Steph Ordino gowns or ready-to-wear pieces. It's so cool to see someone actually love what I'm designing, and also to see a sketch turn into a reality is really cool.
If you could give someone some advice or information that was interested in entering the fashion industry, what would it be?
I would tell them to do a lot of work experience, because you meet so many fantastic people in the industry, from photographers to stylists, and you learn so much backstage as well. So I would definitely get a lot of work experience in.
Apart from owning your own business, what other opportunities are there available in the fashion industry?
You can become a stylist, visual merchandiser, you can do fashion marketing and social media. Yeah, there's a wide range of things that you can get into. It's not just being the designer.
From school to now, what steps would someone take to get into fashion design?
The steps that I took to enter the fashion industry was graduating year 12, I finished my TE and actually went down a different career path at uni. Finished that after a year, and then my parents saw how passionate I was about the fashion. So I went and studied for 2 years at TAFE, finished my diploma, and then started my own business.
What characteristics do you think somebody needs to be successful in fashion design?
I think you need to have a very business-orientated mind, very creative and very outgoing as well, and willing to meet new people all the time.
And if you could do one thing differently but still end up where you are today, what would it be?
I wouldn't change anything, only because the year that I spent at uni, it didn't help me study-wise, but the experience that I learnt working for a company, and it really gave me a business sense into my own business now.
Well, Steph, thanks so much for having a chat with me today. I think I may have to try a couple more of your clothes on. Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
How cool does being a fashion designer sound? Thanks, Steph.
Welcome.
If you want to find out more information on fashion design, jump on to studentedge.com.au.